Tonight, Bill, can you...
You're listening to the Doug Stanhope Podcast. That was at the beginning of capitalism, not the end.
This is the end.
I remember when Hitler introduced the Volkswagen.
Don't you dare start fucking eating on the mic.
What?
You, with your goldfish.
No, it doesn't pick up goldfish. Did you set your mic for goldfish? Oh, I'll set yours for gummy bears.
Goldfish pass filter.
Were any of you on the Joby anchor team?
The what?
The fucking
I was.
800-pound anchor.
Yeah, it was the first call.
I was supposed to be, but Joby knew I was in a
Out of
cavern.
sorts.
Yeah.
Yeah, the anchor would have been a symbol for something.
I forgot about it until just when you said it, and I felt like a dick because I missed out on it.
No, and actually, I told him we weren't going to be back till later because I think we're picking up Doug. And I said, yeah, like 3 o'clock. We'll be back. All right, we'll wait till then. We said hi to Doug. Got here, and I didn't even think about it. It was like an hour we were here, and then someone pointed out the anchor. I'm like, whew, dodge that bullet.
Yeah. No,
It's fucking huge.
It went really good, but it was amazingly heavy. But
yeah.
The really funny part was it was Derek and some friend of Joby's, and then we had the anchor.
There were 4 of you?
Yeah, 4 of us. So Joby and I were on the outside, and we're going to put the handle part that's laying down there.
This is like a real anchor. It looks like it's from a fucking 1800 schooner.
Yeah, 800 and some pounds.
Well, I got the history on it.
What is it?
It was actually stolen from a restaurant in Newport Beach. A relative, I think it might be, it doesn't matter. I think it might be Joby's mom's sister. They were out cruising around Newport Beach as high schoolers, and the football team lifted it and threw it in the back of the truck, and they fucking took off. And it's been passed around between family members, and Joby had it last, and now
well
you
past
got
the
it.
statute of
Oh
limitations.
yeah.
Yeah, but I wanted to track down the old football team because we know who they are. And we go,
them
do you
move
remember
it."
stealing an anchor? And he goes, yeah, I do. Why? Whatever happened?
I'm trying to think of the restaurant because down that strip down there in Balboa, there were restaurants that are still there that were there in the 60s. And I remember that one that said, don't look up here. And it was a fish in neon. And that would be the place that would have something like that. It would be something that's probably still around down there.
Well, it's a nice accoutrement to the metal palm trees.
Well, they might want to get it back.
Good luck.
Disguise your voice. Did you lose an anchor?
Could you imagine driving a long distance with that in your truck, though? Just starts wiggling.
Scraping.
You're like, oh, shit.
I've been trying to figure out what kind of truck they had to throw this anchor in there the whole time.
It was back then. Yeah. Well, they just had a bunch of muscleheads. That was it.
Yeah, but the truck still had to make it.
I remember Newport Beach cops always being dicks. I mean, even without an anchor scraping in the back of your truck as you're driving
now
on the
that I'm
street.
thinking about it, that I can't imagine a truck that would fit in.
A Love's truck? That was all they had.
Chevy Love.
Or one of those old, like with the big wheel wells and the small little bed. You know, you see them driving around here, the classic cars now.
Speaking of, did you see the Pacer?
I have not seen it in real life.
Oh, it's out front.
Oh,
You missed
I didn't
it?
see it.
Wait, is it still there?
Yeah. Wait, it's gone? No, already? No.
Did you tint the windows? Because it might have spontaneously combusted from the fucking sun shining through all the windows.
Yeah, if you don't know what an AMC Pacer is, look it up on Google. It's all windows. It's a Pope mobile, basically.
Oh, it's on the show notes. It'll be the picture.
It's it's a 75, and I found it on eBay with 4,300 original miles.
Wait, hold on. You were drunk in Australia.
Yeah.
Searching, but Becker and I were talking. You've been talking about this forever.
Since the Man Show days, I'd look up 70s classic pieces of shit with original miles, low original miles. And I remember finding a bunch, but they're always like in fucking Connecticut or something. I'm not going to drive a fucking Pinto wagon, as beautiful as that wood siding might be, all the way across country when on a long weekend when I have to be. There was always something, and this time I like, fuck it. They can deliver it from Chicago. And Yeah, it looks good, but it's got brand new miles, but it drives like it's fucking
We forget though. That's what cars used to drive like.
3 years old.
Lot of play in that wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're rocking back and forth, and it's just going straight.
Yeah, it had to go to the shop immediately because the headlights wouldn't turn off.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Once we turned them on, they wouldn't turn off.
We the guy who delivered it, we're like, where is this guy? And it's coming from Chicago on a transport. This guy couldn't get even 3 blocks away from here because he was afraid of the wires because he had a double stacked cars in a covered like Rolls Royce, like was the signage on the side. And he's like, oh man, these wires, I almost hit the wires. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Is it the car in there? He's got this Rolls Royce thing delivering a Pacer to Bisbee. And we unloaded it on the hill. And he said, he goes, is this your car? I go, no. And he goes, I go, it's my boss's car. I'll sign for it. We'll take care of it. Your boss, he comedian? I go, yeah. And he goes, they know him at DOT, Department of Transportation. he got stopped because he had 6 cars in this thing. And he got stopped, and they took the dogs through it. He got waylaid an hour. When they called and said he's stuck at the border, it wasn't the border, it was the Department of Transportation. And it took him an hour just to get everyone to, like the mirrors and everything, was looking for everything. And then you couldn't get out of here fast enough. And we didn't even check the brakes. I realized that. We went straight uphill, then down to your place here at Van Dyke. And I'm like, wait, I didn't even pump these. I don't even know it's going to work. It's no downshifting. It's an
one and done.
It was 2 days before I was sober enough to drive it.
Yeah. You went looking for 8 tracks that night, right?
We went to go get to the thrift store. We found like 28 track tapes.
She wasn't sure she had them. That was that was the best though. She goes, I'm not sure we have any, and then we found them before, and we're like, you have them, and we got all of them.
Yeah, and then I realized that I didn't bring any money.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I have good credit at the thrift store.
Yeah, that's it. That's the way she goes, well, just pay me later. It's like 25 cents a piece. He goes, I'll give you $20, and we got armloads of them. But she made out. But the point was we found them, and there's enough where at least it's a variety.
And the King of the Road.
That was the one I
go, all right, that's a keeper. We'll only play that because we're only driving this to fucking Safeway and back at best.
And parades.
I bet we rent this out to a lot of fucking mayoral candidates.
Right after
4th of July's.
You sent me the email, and it's got a lot of history to it as well. And
provenance.
I didn't know the word, so I said history. I thought that word. But there's car shows and stuff coming up that I was going to tell you about, like locally here. Yeah,
they came with a few awards they won. I haven't looked at all the shit that came with it, but it was evidently the model car that they used for the brochures for those Navajo seats. They're very cool fucking seats.
Yeah, and it has Arizona plates, Arizona plates. So they took it to Chicago, resold it to you, and then charged you to drive it back.
I know. I was trying
it
to
wasn't
do the math on
Scottsdale.
that. That's why I have a few questions about that 4,300 original miles, because that's probably what it takes to drive it to fucking Arizona and back to Chicago.
Well, they hauled it.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah.
I don't want to ask a lot of questions.
No, because it's so hard to set back a 75 odometer.
It's already eaten an 8-track. We had to take the 8 tracks out because even today it's only 80 degrees, but you get in that thing with all windows and it's hot as fuck.
It's a solar oven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It ate an 8-track this morning when we took it out. But that's how 8 tracks were, if you remember them. They'd fucking...
Yeah, they always got eaten.
Yeah.
Remember, you had to roll them back up?
Yeah.
What? 8-track? Roll it back up?
Yeah.
No, that's cassette tapes.
No, you could roll it up
8 tracks, too.
I had one, and I just remember you always pushed it to... And it would jump to another...
Yeah, chunk.
Yeah,
but it wasn't.
It wasn't a smooth transition.
But for those who don't remember, 8 tracks. 8 tracks was when they first came out with music. You could port around in a box, and they would actually. And this is the thing. I just heard a thing on 8 tracks. They were so unamused by music at this. They made them because they were like, we can sell them. but they would cut like a hit song off in the middle of an 8-track, and it would stop at a minute 12 and then flip and then play the rest of the hit song. And you go, wait, that's our hit. And they go, who cares? What, are they going to leave? It's an 8-track. It works at least. But yeah, there was no timing at all. There was
I think
almost every song is cut.
Lasted about 5 years.
Yeah.
Tops. They were fucking terrible. And they still are. I got Seals and Crofts. That's it.
And one of the albums, Seals and Crofts, was one I've never heard any of the songs.
Summer Breeze is on it.
Okay.
We'll get to that before Bingo says, can we put King of the Road back on? I go, yeah, but we got to remember to get these out of the fucking car when we get back because they're going to melt. Everything's going to melt in there.
Right.
I just ordered a car cover. This is going to be like that fucking Cadillac, the convertible we got for Bingo off of eBay where, yeah, it's funny for a couple of days.
No,
and
it is not.
It's going to be a history of fucking problems. Or that suit that you don't want to wear because you don't want to get stains on it. Then why do you fucking own it? It's going to turn into that.
No, it's going to be really good. You're going to love it. Once you get back from your next trip.
I think out here, I mean, when you had it parked down here, it looked good in the yard as like a sculpture.
Well, picture it as a pink Pacer when he gets back from Canada.
Oh,
He'll have the pink Pacer.
I see what's going on here.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh,
Try selling that, motherfucker.
Chad, you might not know, but the pink camouflage house is no more.
Oh, I did not know that.
It is a green and with black trim house.
Black
mocha.
mocha.
Sorry. Sahara green and black mocha.
When you first said the pink Pacer, I thought you meant because it's red and the sun is going to bleach it fucking pink within a week.
No.
Oh, no.
Then I got it. Then I.
You're going to look like a breast control drive.
The local window tint guy has no idea he just hit the jackpot.
I told Bingo. I
Biggest
said
job I've ever had.
I told Bingo. Yeah, I gotta check my email to see if that painter called. And she said, "What?" I go, "For the logo for the car." And she goes, "What?" I go, "Yeah, we're painting it as a Arizona Cardinals helmet."
Oh my God, it would be perfect too. Oh,
It did say I was on the AMC Pacer Wikipedia. The body surface was 37% glass on the Pacer, which is 16% more than any other car before that
ever made.
And the Pacer was really revolutionary because it's the first time they started making compact cars like that. And Detroit was doing nothing but big boats and gas guzzlers and the station wagons.
And those are the ones that I'd always look for
Yeah.
on eBay. The Vega wagon. My mother used to have a Vega wagon, huge piece of shit, but it was orange. And,
Yeah.
I mean, it's memories.
Yeah,
That's
no,
what you're paying for.
And that's
memories.
it. And when I saw your face when they delivered that thing, you were just giddy, and that's what life's about, right?
You guys came to where the guy was stopped because he couldn't get any closer because of the low bridges. You guys got someone to, I guess, backdoor Mike drove you, and you put on a suit and everything.
Oh, yeah, we had to see that.
You kidding? It was an event.
He had to unload like 2 cars just to get to yours. I'm like, didn't anyone think about this?
Yeah, I know. At what
I mean,
point?
we're closer than California.
Right.
I mean, surely you looked at a map.
Really?
God, they also had, I don't have the name. It's Online Motorsports, I believe, is the.
They're out of Virginia?
No, Plainfield, Illinois.
I thought the receipts. Oh, no, it might be the shipper. I signed something with your name on it.
But I was looking at other cars. They had a fucking 58 Rambler wagon.
Oh, how much?
And it's a wagon, but it has fins on it too. It's fucking crazy. I forget how much. I looked at a lot of things. I spent a lot of time bored.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
You were pretty excited, though. I mean, I got back. Tracy and I were in LA for a week. We came back, and Bingo's all, you know about the car? I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. I just send a bunch of money to, and I'm like, this sounds like a scam. Is it to Nigeria?
Yeah.
Is this what? Hold on. Who's telling you to do this?
Did he text you or did he talk to you about that?
My friend, I am glad to have met you.
Did Doug, Bingo, send money now, right now. Do you do it yet? Do it yet?
Someone with an accent says Doug's in jail in Australia. You need to send this money.
But I knew it was a scam, so I didn't do it. I'm really in jail. That's my lawyer. It's an Australian accent.
All right, yeah. So yeah, that was fun.
You're back home.
Yeah,
Welcome back.
I got home Wednesday. Now it's Saturday, and I'm almost feeling normal. Those fucking long flights like that just take longer and longer to recover. And
I had a question today at the farmer's market. When you were tweeting and you were talking about the flight when we got back, someone asked, is it really 26 hours to fly? Oh, Kanopka asked me, is it really 26 hours to fly from?
No, 26 hours of travel.
Okay.
You get to the airport 3 hours early for international, then it's like 14 hours to LAX, then it was a 4.5 hour layover there, then an hour.
You almost
and a
didn't
half
get on the plane in LAX.
Yeah, I had the flight from Auckland to Sydney, which is 3.5 hours. Then I had a layover there. Then it's the 14-hour flight.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where. So then,
Sydney is to LA?
yeah, it was Auckland to Sydney at 8 in the morning.
Yeah.
Then it's like a noontime, 1 o'clock in the afternoon flight coming here. So you're awake more than you want to be. And yeah, you take more Xanax and Benadryl to hopefully fall asleep. And then that's kicking in around when you when you land. So yeah, and then you get here and then the fucking drive home. Yeah, it's fucking brutal. And then of course I get here at 11:30 or noon. So hey, let's have cocktails.
Yeah,
But I've been waking up at 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning every day.
which is normal over there.
I'm sure over there it's tomorrow and it's a reasonable hour.
You crushed our over and under when you finally fell down. I figured you'd be down for at least 5 or 6 hours, and within 3 hours, you were like, "Hey, is there food around here?" Like Walking Dead. We're like, "Jesus, this isn't even close."
No, he's all giddy because he's still waiting on his car. That was the worst. I told him, I said,
Oh, yeah.
anytime they tell you it'll be there Wednesday. He goes, I was worried I was going to miss it when they got here. And it was like, always add a day, and they'll come through in the end.
Yeah, I was fine. It's just trying to get your fucking head right. I didn't realize I had this. I have 2 weeks here before I have to go to Canada and then the UK.
Canada
I'll have
starts
2 days in between those two.
Canada
Aren't they
starts
the same? Oh, that's
No, I come
different
home
countries.
for 2 days. Oh, I thought you meant the same
I thought they
trip.
both have a queen, right? Okay.
We're at Canada the May 14th through the 26th. You go to DougStanhope.com and check out the tour dates.
Yeah, all the usual places,
We'll have Chad do a read at the end.
including the London Music Hall again.
You know what? I was supposed to look at that one. London Music Hall, that's it. But
Yeah, we do Toronto, then to London, and then back to
Toronto.
He booked that London gig because he thought we could only get one night in Toronto. And as soon as he booked London, they go, oh, hey, another night just opened up. So
well,
London is just fine.
oh, and then we hold on a second.
Not the way to sell
Wait.
a gig.
Are you going to open
We're
with
up.
bagpipes?
We're doing the
The Danforth, I love.
yeah. That's we were talking about that on the drive from the airport. Yeah, that was the place where I never even made it into the stage, into the showroom, because we got there and the line was so long and they started opening that we started selling merch before. And I just go, you go do that. I'll be here. And then the guy, the stage manager was really cool. And
I remember that he said, wow, I don't think we've ever had a crowd drink this much alcohol since Jim Jeffries.
yeah.
And I went, how much did he sell? He goes, that was around. I go, no, go to the office. We're going to check. And I beat him.
Well,
Very important.
He goes,
Yeah, but you beat him by drinking your own.
he said Jim Jeffries definitely sold more, but that was 2 shows. And Doug's like, I got him.
Yeah, I did it in one.
Yeah. That was I had talked to the bar manager. I said, Doug's gonna tell everyone in like 15, 20 minutes in, hey, meet your neighbor and be polite and come out into the main room and get a drink, because that's what I'm thinking you guys all want to do. I get drinks brought to me. Go get your drinks. And It's a rush.
That happened a few times in Australia too, like all at once.
But I told him, I go, hey, it's going to happen. So if you have anyone to sell, just like throw ice in a tub and sell the beer. And that was the problem, was they were just trying to get the beers cold enough for when that happened. They'll be ready to go this time.
And we got a new place in Vancouver.
Rio Theater on May 26th.
And as nice as those people were at that place we used to play, that was as fucking punk rock theater as
What
you
was
could
that?
get. It's in that heroin district.
Rickshaw?
Where the Rickshaw.
Yeah.
And right across the street, there's just like a homeless camp. The entire sidewalk for blocks is just like, it's like walking through a flea market, like that thick.
With nothing for sale.
Yeah. But then,
Despair is for sale.
Yeah, and it's not just people sitting with a fucking streetcar. They had like their shit set up, so fucking box houses and stuff.
Nursing babies that aren't theirs.
It's a job for everyone. They're a little more liberal there. I remember we took the cab from the hotel. We were kind of a ways because we were near the airport. And when we get there, the guy pulls up to right in front of the theater. Great move. Like, that's where we're going to load in. And there's a line going around.
500 people standing.
So I go,
right
keep
there.
going,
On
keep
the other
going.
Side,
and he goes, this is the
homed
theater.
people are on one side in a line, and the homeless are lined up on the other side.
So we go to the end of the block, and we turn, and he goes, it's down there. And it's like, no, drive down there. He goes, I'm not driving down there. And it was this dirty,
fucking rat strewn, like.
There were rats running past us in daylight.
Did they have tickets?
They weren't inside, sir.
Okay. No, but the thing is you picked a venue that's known for leaving. It's called the Rickshaw. Any way you can get out of here, do it.
That was, I remember bingo. We walked down to another bar, and it's like hardcore heroin district. And we went to some bar that you expect Harry Dean Stanton is going to be slumped over fucking drinking, just this old school angry local drunks, Trees Lounge kind of place. And then Bingo is going to walk back to go to sell merch or something by herself. And I'm like, you can't walk alone, but you did.
I made it.
You made it.
I wouldn't walk alone down there. I didn't want to walk from the cab to the back door.
It gets scarier the second time. Maybe it's just because we're getting
remember?
older,
That's when they...
more
No,
scared.
usually you're more aware of what could have happened.
Yeah.
No, they ratted out some guy came up to the merch booth and ratted out some guy that was recording the show like 10 feet, 15 feet from the stage. Yeah, it was I love that when fans come up and go like, "Hey, there's a guy with an apparatus."
Yeah.
He's recording. It's like
Get a parabolic microphone like NFL films.
I thought NFL's films. Yeah, that was a crazy one. That last one, but I mean, is the Rickshaw mad at us, or did you want to upgrade?
No, it was from what I remember, it was all standing.
The whole thing was standing,
and it was hot as fuck in that green room. Did the green room not have a pisser or something where you'd have to actually go through the crowd to take a piss? I think it might have been.
No, there was a bathroom there.
All right.
Yeah. But it was weird, yeah. My brother was there.
The rats wouldn't even use it.
But we got another place. Anyway, I'm looking forward to Canada. Always am. That's the flight back. So I get back after the long one from Sydney to LAX, and then I have a layover at the Sky Club there, and I can smell myself like I'm fucking reeking of booze, and there was some small delay, and I went up to the counter where I'm about to fly LA to Tucson, and this weird old lady is. I'm like, how long is this gonna be? What? I was having a hard time standing up. I mean, just from being fucking exhausted. But I'm got that much alcohol pouring out of my fucking pores and breath and every part of me, and I'm trying to stand back because I'm kind of being cunty, and I don't want her to say you can't be on the flight, but I'm still being a little cunty. And then she says whatever, and then I turn around and I hear, Doug Stanhope! And I turn around, if you recall the Super Bowl a couple years ago, some fans the guy flew a private plane down here to Bisbee. He was getting his pilot's license, so he'd get hours by flying from Tucson down to the Bisbee airport, and then they came for the not Super Bowl, it was the taping of the special.
Yeah.
And then we're having the after party the next morning at 11. We're having morning cocktails and mimosas, and everyone's still shit-faced. And all of a sudden, the guy flies his plane, buzzes the house several times, circles around the house, and he's got Stanhope under the wings. Stan under one wing, Hope taped in big blue duct tape, and buzzed the house, and it was very fucking cool. That was my pilot. He went pro, and now he's flying for the airline that won't be mentioned. So yeah, I got a big hug from the pilot, so I no longer had to worry about the counter lady.
That's the best, though. Just the idea the counter lady's going, I don't know who you think you are. Oh, he's hugging the pilot. God damn it. Son of a bitch.
This usually works.
Thank you, Alex. Last name redacted.
Beep. You should probably pull the first name. They probably know you.
Alex.
So what have you kids been up to other than repainting your house?
We're painting the town. We started with our house.
Yeah, I really should be paying for that.
No, you'll pay
That's
for it.
kind of...
Have you tried the ham yet? No, it was, like I said, it was good. The only thing that sucks is, and I told the lady that lives next door, she goes, oh, so you did decide to paint it. Remember that was the original story. She goes, so did you get the joke? Are you going to paint it? I was like, yeah, we got the joke, and then we're painting it. So obviously we got the joke. We're painting it. I said, if anyone ever paints your house with any color of pink ever, get a lawyer or a gun. Because when you do stucco with pink, once you put the green on it, which we're just doing a green, it looks nice. As soon as those little bubbles pop, you now have 17 feet in the air, pink spots all over your house.
Who doesn't like pink spots?
Apparently, Becky. So, but beautiful weather. I mean, this is heaven.
It's painting weather.
It's fucking miserable. In Alaska is fucking. They had a windstorm that was like a hurricane, took people's roofs off, dropped trees. I'm down here going, do I have sunblock? I need to get some sunblock.
Well, I apologize for putting you through that.
No, it's all right. It was a funny joke.
Yeah, like a pacer, it gets old quick.
Yeah.
What else were they going to do for 2 whole weeks?
No, I know.
Moving into a new town from Alaska.
But they honestly did, they did an amazing job painting that house. And as you're doing it, as you're going over it, you're going, I don't know how they did it this well. You don't understand, Chad. On the second floor, those little windows up above, they painted in every little crevice of everything. I don't know how he did
sprayed it.
When Shawnee gets back from China, I'm going to ask him.
Conveniently away in China.
Away in China. Hard to get at.
He had to have sprayed it because he got all the sills.
It doesn't matter, Greg. I'm going to let you spray it. There's no overspray. The cable lines are painted on both sides. They're white. I go, how did you do this? I don't know how he did it. I really don't.
He's good at what he does.
It's amazing.
Oh, fuck. I haven't told this on the podcast because it happened after the last one. I did tweet about it and Yelp about it.
Oh, I wrote notes. Is this the lady in the hotel?
When I was talking about fucking stinking of booze on the plane, I go, I have another story like this.
I thought of it too.
Let's take a break, get some drinks, and come right back and tell the story.
All right. Please hold. Blue Apron, Chaille just got back, and it's Chaille's one job to lift heavy boxes, which to me, I just I brought an empty tub out for eBay yard sale shit for Kelly from Vavoom. And, this is a heavy, empty tub. Just a basic fucking dollar store tub, but it's big. This is heavy. I should really exercise more. So I get Blue Apron. It comes to my house, and it's getting to be summer here. Right now, it's like 91 degrees. And you shouldn't let Blue Apron sit out in 91 degrees, but then Chaille wakes up later than I do. So I let it sit there. But it still holds up. They still keep it cool enough. What'd you make for Becker? Since I wake up earlier than you to pick up the fucking boxes or not pick up the boxes, I'm also asleep by the time you start cooking.
Blue Apron is delivered in a box with a sheet of ice down below, and then a sliver of careful cardboard above it.
As a
And then
drinker, I
everything
just get
sits
it
above.
for the ice.
But you don't know that. It can sit out there all day. It doesn't matter. Because when I finally go up there, by the way, he never calls me to say, hey, your fucking box is here.
I text you, you don't get back to me.
Well,
You're busy
I blocked you.
with your other job.
So I come up and get it, and then I separate the three. I get the 3-meal plan. I separate the 3 meals into separate bags, so everything's contained. And then when I get in the notion to make food, which sometimes I don't want to do it right away, and then some night Tracy, Becker, and I are the last 3 left standing in the funhouse.
Yeah, and we were going to watch something on TV, and you said, I'm going to cook Blue Apron.
Oh,
and it
yeah.
was fucking, if you think about not just Bisbee, but anywhere in the world, where are we going to get kale, polenta? He's sitting over there cooking it. You ever see him cook? He's got the little card on the wall.
He never comes down there.
What happens is Chaille will bring up this gourmet cooked meal from Blue Apron right after I've been drinking and just forced a half of a peanut butter and jelly sandwich down my head so I can keep drinking more.
Hey,
Because I
not to
forgot
mention the
eat.
Good and Plenties.
Hey,
After Good and Plenties, you can't eat Blue Apron.
Good and Plenty, not a sponsor.
It's not a dumbwaiter. He brings it from his house. He cooks it right there and walks
It's
it
a
up through the
dumbwaiter.
door.
Hey, Blue Apron delivers fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and
To Chaille, who delivers it to me.
to anyone who orders with step-by-step recipes right to your door. They can be cooked in 45 minutes or less. Sometimes it's like 30. They got 30-minute meals now. The menu changes every week based on what's in season and is designed by Blue Apron's in-house culinary team.
It's like,
Culinary art.
By is the word that fucked me up.
yeah, well, it's like 3 degrees of separation. It's Kevin Bacon, then it goes Blue Apron, then it comes to your door. Then you take it to Doug.
I studied culinary arts at Job Corps, also not a sponsor, and I didn't stay long because it was like prison for kids, voluntary.
By the way, when we were out of town and Doug was on tour, I just went online to blueapron.com and put the meals on hold until we got back here.
You sent a few to the Gumps, didn't you?
No, I sent them to my brother's house up in Sammamish where we were
Gumps
at.
ate some Blue Apron.
He spreads it around. He's a pretty good guy like that.
I
He
can
sent
do
it
that.
to me before. He sent it to his brother. He sent it to, yeah.
Hey, Blue Apron offers 12 new recipes each week, and customers can pick 2, 3, or 4 recipes based on what fits best. I'm trying to think.
Do they have non-GMO ingredients? Because
Don't quit reading. Come on.
what? Does this sound like I'm reading?
Hey, Chaille, do they have non-GMO ingredients?
You have
GMO.
one.
Why, of course they
Yeah.
do.
Well, when you're trying to force feed me when I'm drunk and all my calories come from whiskey and Coke, I want to say, yes, but I only eat meat with added hormones. Blue Apron has no added hormones. I'm going
That's
through
a-
a sex change right now, and that's when I start crying into your fucking shoulder. I can't have hormones because I really want to be a woman.
It's like Kentucky Fried Chicken without the titty twister.
What does that even mean?
Hormones grow breasts.
Oh.
Hey, Blue Apron's mission is to make incredible home cooking accessible to everyone, which it does. You're forced to learn how to cook.
At least they don't, they deliver it through, legitimate, I don't know if it's UPS. or
UPS delivers to
FedEx.
us here, but I don't.
UPS. Yeah, it's not, you don't get it from a paper boy who hucks it through your front window. That's what I'm saying.
A turkey comes crashing through. Happy Thanksgiving.
A rental van shows up, throws it out the window.
A selling point they didn't put on their bullet list.
Hey, Blue Blue blah blah. Hey, Blue Apron offers 3 plans: the 2-person meal plan, the family meal plan, and the wine plan, which we've talked about in past episodes.
Not the sad guy who can only eat a half a peanut butter and jelly sandwich to keep himself alive through a podcast plan. But they're working on it. I bet they're working on it.
A Stanhope plan?
Yes.
So check out this week's menu and get your first 3 meals free at blueapron.com/Stanhope. Blue Apron, a better way to cook.
All right, so the downside of Casper beds is if you leave your house, where I've been doing international touring, Asia, Australia, Canada, Europe, the places that are not in the country. Like, some hotel chains, you get a half decent bed over. You're in fucking Vietnam. You think they have anything close to a Casper bed, and the only thing that you hope for is a decent night's sleep. And then, and you can hear some poor, Asian whore whispering in your ear saying, me love you long time. I go, no, I want to sleep on you. I don't want to sleep with you. I want to sleep on you because you're softer than this fucking leaky springed mattress that I have underneath me. I just want to sleep on top of you. How much is it for 8 hours? 8 hours, and don't wiggle.
Hey, Doug, it's because the original Casper mattress combines multiple supportive memory foams for a quality sleep surface with the right amounts of both sink and support.
Yeah, unlike a Vietnamese whore.
I thought he was going to say that it contained many Vietnamese whores, is why it was so comfortable, but I'm so relieved that it is not that.
But honestly, when you, as you get into your later years where sleep is very important. I've said, and as an advocate of hallucinogens, sleep and dreaming is such a better trip than any kind of ingested drug. Yeah, I want to sleep. And once you get used to a Casper bed, if you're sleeping in it all the time, you're a lucky motherfucker.
You know what it is?
What?
I guarantee you. It's because the breathable design helps you sleep cool and regulates your body temperature throughout the night, Doug.
As does not Southeast fucking Asia, where, yeah, you're sweating through your clothes in a cold shower.
I think I have to remind all of you and our listeners that Casper mattresses are all designed, developed, and assembled right here in the U.S.
Don't go all Trump on this shit.
No,
I'm just saying.
I'm telling
I
truth.
don't care. If they were developed in Vietnam, they should have fucking kept them. Don't export that shit. Leave it for the tourists. I long for home so badly just to sleep in my own bed. And that happens to be a Casper bed, which fucking works.
Hey, you spend a third of your life sleeping, sometimes more.
If you're good at it.
So you should be comfortable, Doug.
I am when I'm home here doing the podcast. If you hear me on the road doing one of those shitty 2-mic podcasts, yeah, I didn't get a good night's sleep.
Hey, Casper offers other mattresses. They've got the Casper, the most popular, the original one, but they also offer the Wave and the Essential. The Essential has a streamlined design at a price that won't keep you up at night.
The Wave, don't tell me they have a fucking waterbed in the back of a fucking Chevy van.
No. That's their higher end. It's
I'm just making sure the Wave is not a waterbed. Gonna love you in my Chevy van, and that's all right with me. As a little shout out to our older listeners.
8-track player.
One-hit wonders.
Need glasses?
No, I'm wearing glasses.
More glasses? You need more glasses?
Yeah, the thing in front. I couldn't see it.
Well,
It's taking it forever to read one
I
sentence.
take my contacts out, then I forget. These aren't reading glasses.
You still have more nose. Do you need more glasses?
You can be sure of your purchase with Casper's 100-night risk-free sleep-on-it trial.
Get $50 towards select mattresses by visiting casper.com/Stanhope and using promo code Stanhope at checkout. Terms and conditions apply.
And if you would like to hear Chad Shank read the terms and conditions, you pay $100. He's going to do a voiceover of the terms and conditions on high speed where it sounds like the end of a fucking bad car commercial.
Participants must be 18 years old. Some states apply. Not available in all states.
Casper mattresses. I'm going to go fall into one right now because I am drunk. Hey, we're back. Still got 40 minutes to fight time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fuck, I guess I got a clock right there.
Well,
Frank Mir's fighting tonight. You'll know the outcome by the time you hear this, but I'm as soon as I can get on my online betting service, who I don't know if we have an online betting sponsor, so I'm not going to even mention the name of my online betting service, but as soon as I can fucking log on, I will be putting money on Frank Mir, minus 140.
he's definitely got this fight.
Put 140 down to win 100.
What's his podcast? You guys, Joe?
Rent's right behind you. Phone booth fighting.
Where's it behind me?
On the
Oh, shit. That postcard.
Phone booth fighting.
yeah, we're getting we're gonna need more walls in here. Way too many fucking signs and shit now. All right, so the story I can't fucking believe I forgot is I wake up in Auckland. I fucked up and booked the day after I should have to leave Auckland. So I had an extra day to just sit around the airport hotel, which was fucking fantastic. The Auckland airport, you're as close as you are from here to the FunHouse to where they have 24-hour McDonald's, 24-hour, not a 7-Eleven, but basically a convenience store. During the day, they have a fucking bar restaurant and another McDonald's. There's two McDonald's like right there, a pita pit where I can finally eat something that's vaguely healthy. And I woke up, I think it was like, I don't know, 5:30 in the morning. Yeah, because the buffet started at 5. So it was at 5 where I'd been waiting since 3:30 in the morning to go down and eat at the buffet at the hotel.
Was this one of your 5-star hoity-toity?
No,
hotels?
it's a Novotel. It's the airport hotel, but it's, I mean, right there, closer than even the Tucson airport.
Oh, wow.
It's
They
where
share a
long-term
perimeter.
parking is at, or short-term parking is, it's that fucking close.
Across the street.
Yeah.
You didn't buy a car there, did you?
It's taken a while. It'll get here.
A gremlin.
So I get up in my fucking pajamas and I walk out in the hallway and this Asian couple running past me, like, late for a flight, kind of, not sprinting, not, oh, there's a fire, but moving in a hurry. And behind them is a, like, Night of the Living Dead old woman, very elderly, in a thin cotton, almost hospital Johnny, but nighty kind of thing, barefoot. She's
Dressed for the
obviously
weather.
not with them. And I said, "Are you okay?" And the Japanese couple turn around and he goes, "No, she needs help. She's not okay." And then they press the elevator button, get the fuck out of there. So I'm talking to the woman, "What room did you come from?" And she didn't know. And she's, dementia face. And I had friends and I came here on a train, and just this rattly whisper of a voice, and I just needed to use the restroom. First of all, I'm not bringing her in my room. I'm in front of my room, and I could have brought her in to piss, but that would have fucking terrified her even more. So I bring her down to the lobby, and I get her into the lobby public restroom, and immediately while she's in there, go to the front desk. This lady's just fucking wandering the hallway up on 3, and she doesn't know. She's, doesn't have any idea where she is, where she came from. And so they went and got her from the restroom when she came out and brought her to the front desk. And what's your name? Lorraine. I won't put her last name out there, but
She won't remember it.
they look up. There's no one by that name registered, and we were asking her, who are you with? And she mentioned her daughter, and what's your daughter's name? And she couldn't remember. And I was like at that point trying not to cry because like she was, like having to say, I don't remember my daughter's name. You know how much that's going to fucking suck. And then I said, she has to be on the third floor because the cards are floor sensitive. You can only get to the floor that your room is on. You can't, if you're on the third floor, you can't get to the 8th. And this woman was obviously not taking the stairs, crawling through the vents like Ocean's 11. So she's definitely on 3. And finally, they found someone with the same last name, which I don't know why they didn't fucking look for that the first time.
Pretty simple math,
Yeah. So we take her back up to 3. She's in the room right next to me. And the lady, she called the room first, no answer. And then, because it's that early, she just opened the door and yelled the daughter's name loudly. Why? Yeah, what? Your mother's out here. She's lost. And she went, shit.
Technically now she's found, but
Yeah. She was lost. She's like, shit. And she comes to the door all fucking disheveled and, come on in. And I put my jacket on when I first saw her because she's in this fucking half a fucking piece of cloth. Oh, that was the other thing. When we're down there, she goes, yeah, can you get her a bathrobe? Because she's in my filthy black leather jacket, my torn up fucking sun-worn filthy.
the one you wear outside to smoke cigarettes in.
A gentleman here, showing Auckland, New Zealand how it's done.
And so I cover her up, and so while they're trying to figure out who she is, she says to the housekeeping lady, can you go get a robe for her? And she said, okay, but those are only on the 11th and 12th floor, whatever the top floors. Only the fucking cool people get the robes. I'd have given her a robe if I had one. And I said, you could probably get her a pair of slippers, too, because I'm sure if the fucking elite fucks have slippers if they have robes up on the fucking 15th and 16th or whatever it was. They came back with a towel. Like they couldn't find any robes or slippers.
Just wrap this around your feet. She shuffles anyway. She's all right.
It's cleaner than the jacket.
We don't even have to sweep later if she walks out with towel wrapped around her feet.
That's when you go, toga, toga, toga.
So we get her into the room, and the manager says, can this gentleman have his jacket back? And they hands me my jacket back, and they take her in and shut the door, and then I'm right at my room right there anyway, going in and with my jacket, and I gave her a look, and she gave me a look, but the manager says, she smelled strongly of alcohol. And I go, no, she's got dementia. I reek of alcohol. And she leaned in and went, oh, my God, that is you.
Your hero's a drunk.
So then I went back down to have my overpriced breakfast buffet because I was too lazy to walk the fucking 30 feet to McDonald's. And I thought, you go, sir, what's your room number? And I go, oh, I should just say it's under her last name with that room number. Because she's not going to remember what
she went down to have breakfast.
To her room.
She bought everyone breakfast.
Actually, she would like some courtesy robes and slippers, too, if you don't mind.
Is that bar open at this hour?
Yeah, that stink that you had, that was from the night before, right?
Well, because we had that extra day off. Alex, our tour guy, and his girlfriend Mimi stayed the extra day with me. Hennigan bailed immediately, as anyone would. But by the time I realized I fucked up my flight to change it, it was going to be like $2,300. So I'm like, no, I'll stay another night in Auckland. So me and Alex and Mimi spent our extra day there just finishing off all of our stores of alcohol.
On your night off. That's great.
Yeah. So I had that kind of booze stink. Like, we're not leaving this behind.
Well, come on. Let's be honest. That wasn't one night's booze stink. You earned that booze stink. That was hobo stink from like an entire tour.
Yeah, my fucking clothes were
Yeah.
rancid at that point. But yeah, we were making a point. Like we have half a bottle of whiskey and almost a full bottle of vodka between the three of us. We can do this.
Yeah.
So do you think if you tour again in that area that there might be a chance an old lady will find you, take you to the front desk? Say, I found him wandering around on room 3.
Shoeless.
Pay it forward.
I know I came here with people.
I don't remember their names. Hennig something.
Yeah, that wouldn't work. They check Stanhope on all the registers. You're not
My
here,
wife,
sir.
Yahtzee.
I read about your good deed, and the first thing I pictured was this poor woman is being held against her will forever for her fucking pension. She finally managed to escape so that she could walk into traffic, and Stanhope turns her around and puts her right back in the room.
Just like the cops with the Jeffrey Dahmer kid.
Yeah, remember?
They find him with a hole drilled in his skull where he's trying to make him into a sex zombie.
It's a lover spat. Put her back in the room.
Fuck your good deed. You fucked somebody over.
What's your travel story?
My travel story seems so...
Wait, you went somewhere?
I had to go to Phoenix for take care of a thing with Jenny, and so we had ended up just staying at an Airbnb for one night, rather than try to turn around and come back in the same day. But I had to sleep on the fucking hide-a-bed in the living room, and if you fucking large people should not sleep on hide-a-beds for any reason
Small people
whatsoever.
But you.
But I realized halfway through the night that I was like, I should have just fucking left the couch as a couch and just fucking slept on the couch. That would have made a lot more sense than trying to sleep on this stupid fucking hide-a-bed.
Fucking iron bar in your back.
Right in my lower back. Stoned as fuck because I smoked a huge joint so I could sleep on this hide-a-bed. And I get the bright idea. I'll just lay down sideways like as if I were laying on the sofa because there's no bar right there.
Yeah, like the bar would be the barrier between you and your wife.
Yeah,
90
well, I was all by
degrees.
myself on the hide-a-bed.
Yeah, but I'm saying it would act. Go ahead.
Well, apparently I fucking have not watched enough cartoons to realize that if you're my size and you lay down on the sofa on a hide-a-bed, it will fucking lift in the air and dump your fat ass into the little fucking space under the fucking sofa.
The
like
Anne Frank's bed. Yeah.
A kid just died like that. It's one of the most horrible fucking stories.
Yeah.
Like smothered?
Yeah.
He went to play tennis with his friends in a fucking minivan, and he crawled over the third row of seats
Yeah.
And
to
it
get his
unlatched.
shit, and it unlatched, so his head went down into the trunk with the back seat.
Clamshelled him.
He made two 911 calls, and they didn't fucking find his ass.
Because they were driving?
It was
Was this during?
He was in a high school parking lot somewhere. and-
My phone went flying. I couldn't have made a 911 call. Nobody came to check on my ass in the fucking bottom of the
Chad
sofa.
all vulnerable, helpless.
It was.
Were you tapping out on the
I
the
woke
frame?
up and laughed my ass off because I just kept picturing what that must have looked like. And I fucking tumbled me into the fucking
a Chad mattress
beneath the
burrito.
sofa. So yeah, that was the only thing that happened to me.
Just a little joint laying on the floor. Where'd he go?
There's no way he'd leave it. Hold on, this is a clue.
Yeah.
This is a clue.
Yeah, he's got to be around here somewhere.
Look for a lighter. Just hold your hand out from the joint. There's got to be a lighter within arm's length.
Light that up. He'll come running. Light that up. If he's here, he'll make noise or something.
Bait the trap.
Yeah.
Worst transformer ever.
Hold on a second. How did you get an Airbnb that had like a twin bed for Jenny and then a sofa for you?
No, we had grandkids with us.
Oh, okay. So
So I'm much like I am at my own house. I was relegated to a pull-out sofa
the
bed.
dog bed.
You don't have enough air miles to get the regular bed.
Well, it was since Jenny is a foreigner, we have to go to Phoenix sometimes you can't renew her nursing certificate online. I have to go and show them her naturalization. I don't have to, but we have to go and show them her naturalization paperwork. So we got to go over there. And it was an expensive motel area, and they had an Airbnb in an apartment complex. It was like a motel room, but it was fucking the same price, but it was a lot better than staying in a fucking shitty Super 8.
Yeah.
For the
Listen
same
to those
price.
people making meth all night.
Yeah. So yeah, that's how I ended up on the fucking sofa. But I can't believe the people below us didn't call the cops, because whenever I reverse rolled it to try to get out of there, the sofa bed was touching the ceiling almost. So whenever I reverse rolled it, it came slamming down to the ground. I'm surprised it didn't go through the floor. But
Yeah, you're like in survival mode, right?
oh man, I was asleep. I didn't fucking know what the fuck was going on.
Well, I'm glad you made it out.
Don't turn sideways on a sofa bed.
All right, before we get to thank yous, Chad, Shank, you've got your recording.
My
What do you call it?
My recording
Studio.
space is all set up. I'm gonna be ready to start putting out some stuff. I got to do some technical stuff because it's a new space, so I have to adjust my settings in my DAW. I don't know, start using weird fucking language, but
Your recording software.
yeah, my
Chaille's second
I'm
language.
just trying to. I'm looking at Chaille
Right, because Doug glosses over the minute I start using like a lot of syllables in anything technical. We just did it with the guy that was here for the
Yeah,
house.
we're gonna do some renovations around the house, and they're sitting there showing me like blueprint shit. Chaille just came in and took over.
So I know what you're talking about.
Bingo and I slowly walked backwards.
Where you go? I think I left the hose on.
Well, like walking away from like a dangerous animal. Like if we just move slow. No sudden movements.
No sudden moves.
Just
Don't agree to anything.
Just backtrack back to our drinks. We left drinks.
So do you like the fountain? When did we say fountain? Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what Bingo's going to do, because all that construction is going to go like when the 850-pound fucking anchor gets brought in. I'll be conveniently on the road. So during this construction, I'll be conveniently on the road, but Bingo will be in their ear going, yeah, we should.
No, it should rain chocolate fudge the whole time. So when I pull it, it turns to vanilla
So
fudge.
where's the trap door? Where'd we put the trap door? What?
Can't we put the sauna on top of the jacuzzi? What?
That's gonna be a lot more.
That doesn't matter. Doug's paying for it. Just do it.
I want real bear claws on that tub.
These don't feel like real bear claws.
Oh, no, I mean like the ones you get at the pastry shop. Sometimes I slip on the shower floor when I have a seizure and I get snacky.
So let me get this straight. You want a fountain that spits out bear claws. Yes!
All right, we can do it, but it's
We'll
gonna
do
be
it. We'll
expensive.
do
Yeah.
Chad, what's the website that they can get in touch with you?
Audioshank.com. I think that's it. Yeah. Or,
You think?
Yes.
Because I haven't been ready to do it, so I'm trying. I've got people that I haven't even responded to that want me to do stuff, and I haven't been able to. But trust me, I had to go into some considerable debt to fucking set this recording space up.
It's
so
nice.
Once I'm able to do it, I will be pimping shit out.
Chad is in
immediately.
business.
Yeah.
And remember, Chad will do like a problem with your neighbor. He'll record a call so you can yell at your neighbor and not in your voice.
We still have to do that. Do the personalized videos for people. The way Bird Cloud does. Remember that lady from that business says, "Hey, you do personalized recordings for people, and we give you a percentage of the fucking thing." And you go, "Well, why?
I have a camera.
Yeah, we could just do that ourselves."
That was a while ago you talked about
Yeah, I don't
that,
want to do it on a regular basis, but I still want to do it. Yeah, fucking just a quick run of them just to
Flash,
show that we don't need you.
Yeah, well, we get enough offers.
There's Joby.
That was all right.
Joby, we're just finishing up. Anything you need to add? It was a strong death pool run while I was away. There was fucking
Barbara?
Arlie Ermy,
Yeah.
Barbara Bush, Mitzi Shore, fucking that. I don't know how those people had that 28-year-old fucking DJ guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Avicii. Avicii, yeah.
Yeah.
Suicide, which
too.
is that came out like a day after when I found out about it,
I heard his music. I would have done it.
he had a lot of health problems, and so I'm like, well, maybe it just caught up to him. And then I got the death pool update.
Yeah.
I get the email
The
updates,
email.
and it's like, oh, it's suicide, everyone, and it changed some scores.
But I don't. Yeah, that, from what I thought I read, it wasn't health. The health problems were due to pancreatitis and all. From fucking drinking himself.
Yeah.
To organ.
The other one was Vern Troyer.
Yeah, Vern Troyer. I had him for a couple years when we first started, when he was on that Surreal Life.
Felt
and
like
he
a dumbass for missing that.
Yeah, and
well, when I first started, I didn't know that many people. So it was Celebrity Rehab and Surreal Life. And there was that famous one where he was like naked, shit-faced, walking around the kitchen.
yeah, and that one might come out as either an OD or a suicide too, because no one there.
Well, they referenced suicide in the post.
Yeah,
so I'm sure he killed
said
himself.
He suffered from depression.
So we'll see.
Hung himself from a doorknob.
Not in the Carradine way.
It's really surprising
It
these
was Robin
people
Williams.
if they're considering suicide as a celebrity, they wouldn't go on and at least get some points from it.
Yeah. What about your fans? Come on.
Oh, that's it for me. You
All
guys
right.
close up.
I gotta thank Wally sent Bingo a remote controlled battery operated large rat, which has been fantastic to torture the pets with,
and the neighbors.
And Squeaky Tiki sent us 4. I don't know if you noticed those, Chad. 4 actual Shriner fezzes.
I was hoping for an explanation of what they were. I
Yeah.
don't know what that is.
Yeah, unfortunately, none of them are big enough for my giant fucking alien
We were hoping
head.
for a larger size.
Yeah, but they're perfect to ride around in the Pacer, aren't they?
Left turn, right turn.
4 people in those fezzes in a red Pacer. Bingo gets some this great set of letters. Some Irish Writers Club.
Is it the multicolored?
Yeah, there's a
Okay,
bunch
yeah.
of them, and they get together every week at some pub, and they write stuff and like spontaneously. And this was okay. This week we're all going to write to Bingo, and so they all sent
that's
their
cool.
letters. And she said she's touched by it. She said, I don't know what to do. They didn't give me any way to get a hold of them. I go, well, that's why we have a podcast. Thank you, Irish writers. I'll be in Dublin. Don't worry. It's coming up. If it's not listed, Hennigan hasn't listed a lot of shit.
No, well, I got to make sure that I've got everything.
I'm sure
current.
we're playing Bath.
Oh, you know what?
We're
There
not
is-
doing
there is an-
Scandinavia. Sorry,
there is
not
an-
yet. Anyway,
There is an Ireland date that I got to add because I have to break it out from the UK dates to put Ireland because I can't put
Separately.
it under.
Oh yeah, they'll go fucking.
Oh, they'll go
ape
fucking
shit.
crazy,
Fuck.
which doesn't hurt me.
No, just put,
I mean, you can deal with it.
no. You just put UK and Ireland, and then put them in order.
Oh, okay.
See, that makes sense. I'm a fucking
How come
problem
you're the one
solver.
come up with the answers?
Someone said Bingo something named Pee Wee Herman. I don't know. Was it stickers or something? I don't know.
Oh, it's a whole stack of stickers. Yeah.
I don't know if that's the same guy that sent it, but someone.
It was with the rat.
Oh, was it with the rat? Oh, that's Wall. All right. So,
The fake rat, everyone.
Anyway.
Let's be clear here. We don't want you to send rats to the FunHouse.
Who sent the clown
well, she had
head?
to ask, do you think this is the real Pee Wee Herman? I go, no, probably not. honey."
Who sent the craft clown head?
That huge-
That was amazing.
Oh, I bought that on eBay.
Okay.
Well, good job.
Yes.
Thanks,
I
Doug.
don't know where to put it. And I guess that's it. The tour dates. Rattle them off.
May 14th, Montreal. May 15th, Ottawa. May 16th, Toronto. May 17th, London. May 18th, Toronto again. May 20th, Winnipeg. May 21st, Edmonton. May 22nd, Calgary. May 23rd, Calgary again. May 26th, Vancouver. And that will be Doug Stanhope in Canada.
Yay! I'm looking forward to Canada. We have fun in Canada.
I was thinking about doing it sober and calling it a tour to remember. But that's not going to happen in Canada.
I'll bring my book. We'll remember later.
When it's too late. Our lawyers will remember.
Also, UK dates, just go to DougStanhope.com/tour dates. New website. We've actually been working on the new store part. That's what's holding us up. It'll be up soon. I've already made my apologies online for taking too long.
It doesn't matter. It's amazing.
And Chaille might have been drunk, but he promised we're going to do a small run of disease T-shirts. And
listen,
all right.
I wasn't
I'm just
drunk.
saying, I don't know. I was drunk, so I assumed
You were drunk and said,
All right,
how come we don't do this? I go, because I don't just do things because you say do them once when you're drunk. You came home and said, we have to do these. I'm like, that's what you've been thinking about for 26 hours flying back.
Yeah, I remember Alex doing a few things on the Australian tour where he goes, I did that thing. And I go, without checking with me in the morning?
Oh, I love Alex even more. Alex, you're right.
Then he took Alex to the front desk and said he's lost.
All right. Let's fuck it. Let's close out on King of the Road.
Oh,
AMC
great.
Pacer style.
Better way to cook.
We couldn't print it if it wasn't true.
Do a lead into what he just read. The first
All
part.
right. Oh,
like,
okay.
hey,
Yeah, all right.
Hey, what
Yeah.
are the...
Chad, hit the bullet points with your golden throat.
I want to say the other one that Chaille told me to say. What not to say?
No, I did not. I did not say that. I don't want to put that in anyone's fucking head. I did not. I said
this
that.
one and this one.
The minute I say what not to say, then he starts saying what not to say because he has to say what you can't say.
You said this one and
no,
this one.
There's two. There's
Right
this
here
one
and
and that. No.
Why can't we say that? You cook a girl a nice meal, you're going to... Can we not say that?
That doesn't mean you didn't have great
I'm tired
Parmesan
of
chicken.
sponsors with all these rules.
Why is this food so cheap?
That's the longest bleep in the history of the Doug Stanhope podcast.
I can't...
I bleeped it all.
I can't believe Chad read a book. No, I had to cut you off before you said, fuck you, I read a book.